Welcome back to the Deeper Podcast. I'm excited you're with us today. Today we come to the last of the Gospels, John. We actually started yesterday, John 1. Today we're going to talk about John 2. There's an interesting thing that happens in John 2. In John 2, Jesus performs his first miracle. It says in verse 9 of John 2, when the head waiter tasted the water after it had become wine that Jesus turned to wine, he did not know where it came from, but the servants who had drawn the water knew. There's a story here that Jesus is at a wedding. The wine runs out, and now Jesus' mother comes and says, "Hey, you've got to help out. Like the wine is gone. Like these people they've drank all the wine. What are we going to do?" And Jesus tells them, "Hey, go get me some water. Go fetch the water, take the pots, fetch the water." He turns the water into wine. That's how we know that Jesus was not really Baptist, to be real honest with you. He turned water into wine. I kid. Some of you are having a stroke right now on this podcast. But at this wedding in Cana, he turns the water into wine. And the interesting thing is, this for the people that were putting on the wedding, the family that was putting on the wedding, to run out of wine at a wedding would be a huge, major embarrassment. And so Jesus steps in and really saves the day and saves the wedding and saves the celebration. But in verse 9 that I read you earlier, the head waiter, when he tasted the wine, he's like, "I have no idea where this came from." You know why that is? Because they usually serve the best wine first, so that after you had a little good wine in you, you could have the nasty wine, the not so good wine, and nobody would care because you had a little wine in you. But the head waiter said, "Hey, I've tasted this and I don't know where it came from." But then it says, but the servants, they knew where it came from. They knew that Jesus had done this miracle. And Jesus, he does this miracle not really to turn water to wine. Really, he did the miracle so that he could show his power and that he has come and he wants to intervene in hard, difficult situations. And so just a couple of things. I think the thing that for us is not really about water to wine. Like don't sit at your kitchen table this day and say, "Hey, Jesus, I've got a bottle of water here. I really want it to be some wine. Would you turn that into wine for me?" I don't think that's the point. I think the first point is that we've got to bring our emptiness to Jesus. There are times in life where we just feel dry. We feel like everything is run out. We have nothing to give. And that's at the moment where we've got to come to Jesus and say, "Hey, Jesus, we need you to fill us up again. Like we need you to intervene in our situation because we are just spiritually dry." But I think another thing that I see here is that we've got to obey even when it seems small. Jesus tells the servants, "Go fill the jars with water." And it's interesting, if you read the story, it says they did as he said. They just did what he said. They had no idea that Jesus was about to turn water into wine. But he said, "Hey, go fill the jars with water," because Jesus knew what he was going to do. And it was just the servant's responsibility just to obey, even in the small things, to obey. I think another thing I see here is that Jesus wants to take the difficult problems in your life, the situations you find yourself in your life, and he wants to turn them into moments where you can look back and say, "Jesus did something on my behalf. Jesus really came in and he transformed the situation." And again, like we said with the disciples on the road to Emmaus, this is not a thing where it's just for us. Yes, he does those things for us, but it's so that we'll share with other people how good he is and how compassionate, how gracious he is. And so today, what situation do you need Jesus to intervene in your life? What situation do you need him to step into? Maybe it's not wine running out at a wedding, but there are situations we find ourselves in. So bring your emptiness to God. Tell him, "Hey, Jesus, I need your help here. I need you to intervene in this situation." And watch Jesus do miracles on your behalf. Today, he wants to do that for you. You've got to be vulnerable. You've got to obey. You've just got to follow what he says, and then he will make the paths straight when it doesn't seem like they're straight. So have a great day. Know that Jesus loves you. Know that Jesus wants to come and help you in those situations that are difficult.